these are all of the commanders for the Brawl format, which happens to be the only format I play. As you can see, there are a lot of them, this many to be exact. So to make my life more interesting, I used a random number generator to pick a random commander, then gave myself 20 minutes to put an entire Brawl deck together that fits the commander's theme. Now, obviously, the amount of total available commanders will change. However, at the time that I made this recording, this is what I had to work with, so I unfortunately will have to update this list every time there's a new major set. But I don't gotta worry about that, so the commander that I got was Nahiri, Storm of Stone, Planeswalker. So, reading the text box for this card, during your turn, creatures you control have first strike, and equip abilities you activate cost 1 less to activate. And her only loyalty ability is dealing X damage to target tapped creature. That's a -X, so she doesn't really do much as an actual Planeswalker. But the first strike and the less cost to equip were pretty nice. So I pretty immediately started looking for cheap artifacts with an equip cost of 1, so that I could just start churning out artifacts that I can equip for free, which is pretty nice. The deck creation was pretty simple. I just put in some creatures that went well with equipment and artifacts. And yeah, pretty much just crammed it full of artifacts and other things, and then I got this nice deck that's very focused on just putting down a lot of equipment, and it doesn't really matter if those creatures get removed that are wearing the equipment, because I'm going to be able to re-equip the next creature I get down for pretty much nothing. So, overall, not too bad. Took me a little longer than the 15 minutes because I had to go back in and put in my non-basic lands because I totally forgot about those and I didn't feel like playing without them. But good experience. Made the deck, and yeah, let's see how it works. So, for game 1, my opponent is playing Sigarda, Font of Blessings. Started off with a Mountain into an Excalibur 2, kind of a useless equipment in this deck, but whatever. Opponent plays an Elf. I respond with Weapons Manufacturing, very good 2-mana enchantment that just generates an artifact every time a non-token artifact enters. Swings for 1. I play land for turn, get my Vermiridan equipment down. This gives double strike. Weapons Manufacturing will make another token for me. On their own, those tokens don't do anything, but I have some cards that can make advantage of them. He plays a Speaker of the Heavens, passes turn, play my 4th land, get a Foundry Inspector down, discounting my further artifacts. Swing in with 2 double strike, doesn't get blocked. He plays Requisition Raid, destroying an artifact, enchantment, and putting a +1 on each of his creatures, which isn't great, but he doesn't choose to swing. I cast my commander, and now that my commander's down, I will be able to equip this Gold Vein pick for free onto my double striking token, meaning if it connects, I should get 2 treasure tokens. Nice. He casts his commander. Everything has hexproof but his commander. He then makes his commander fight my double strike token, which isn't the best. Then swings in for 2 on my commander. I just decide to take it, because this turn I steal his commander, and then I'm able to get Caparakti Sunborn down, who's a creature who can take advantage of those otherwise useless artifacts that I have sitting around. And now, because my commander is still alive, I get to equip these small little artifacts onto his commander for free. Might as well kill his elf while I'm here. Now I'll swing him for 12 with his own commander. Generating 2 treasures in the process, too. move those equipments back off onto my creatures because it's free. He gains 2 life, creates a lander token, and that's all he does. Okay. Play a land, then I'll equip Capricati with the double strike. And I might as well full swing here. I have double strike and first strike. He sacks his lander to look for a land. And then Sword to Plowshare is my Capricati. However, his ability still triggers, allowing me to tap 2 untapped artifacts and to discover 3, which gets me a Hexgold Sledge, which upon entering gets my Firmiridan token and conjures a Goblin Cavalier onto the battlefield, which has trample. Now, using the rest of my treasures, I can equip my Goblin Cavalier, who gets +2/+0 for each artifact attached to him, and then I can put all those equipments onto him for free. And if he doesn't have removal, he's screwed. And he scoops. Alright, game 1 went pretty good, so let's hop into game 2. My opponent is playing Arvad Weatherlight Smuggler, which means I should expect him to be sacrificing or just throwing a lot of stuff at me. So turn 1, he plays Plains into Esper Sentinel. I play Mountain into Freya Crescent. Should help me cast some artifact spells. He plays a special land, gets his commander down, swings with 1. I'm just going to take it for now. Second turn, I'll play a land, get a Gold Vein pick down, and didn't take into account the Esper Sentinel drawing him cards. It's fine. I'll just swing in for 1. Okay, both sack a creature. That's not very good. Creature's dying, of course, increases his commander's power, so I'm going to cast Cloud. This allows me to search my library for equipment, and I'm just going to do Swiftfoot Boots here, give myself that hexproof, and might as well equip the Gold Vein pick. Why not? He plays a Plains, and I'm just going to take this. It's not too bad right now. Okay, Mountain, let's get my commander down. Shit, he's drawing more cards. Okay. Take out Arvad commander. Now Cloud's going to have first strike on my turn, so I'll go in. He's also going to double the Gold Vein pick triggers, getting me 2 treasure tokens, which I will use for Crystal Fragments. And land tags. He swings in, takes out my commander, and hits me for 4. Nothing I could do about it, and he's generating more tokens and drawing more cards. Unless I pull a win con here, some pretty bad things are going to happen. And he just reanimated his commander and destroyed my only creature. At this point, I'll throw Aster down. Lets me grab a Bone Saw, which really isn't very good, but I guess I'll play it anyways, and the Esper Sentinel, drawing him more cards. I keep forgetting about that thing, which really sucks. He gets a land down. Ooh, destroys my land tags. Full swings in. I'll block the Esper Sentinel, but this isn't looking very good for me. Alright, well, I guess if I'm going down, I'll go down on my own terms. So I will just equip everything to Aster here. And, yeah, that's about it, I guess. I'll just swing in. Blocks with High Marshal. That's gotta be game. Throw these down. Why not? Alright. Do I concede? Yeah. Let's watch him play it out. Draws a card. Does it again. He's lost 4 life now. Does it one more time, sacrificing his commander. Okay. Plays a land. Alright. He's got lethal. Good game. Oh. Didn't see that one coming. Well, that counts as a loss in my books, because I certainly didn't deserve that win. But, on to Game 3. Alright, opening hand looks very good. I've got a Leyline Axe, so I will actually have a pre-game action here, which is... that doesn't happen every day. Opponent is playing Ovica, so I can guess there will be a lot of spell slinging. Opponent plays tap land first turn. I will match my first turn to be a tap land as well. Mountain, I'll do a mountain, get a Phalanx Guard down, pass turn. Opponent plays a mountain, starting column. Alright, Lava Spur Boots, might as well equip these to my Phalanx Guard so I can hit them for 4. Phalanx Guard has Vigilance, so it's really nice. Just keep a defender open right now. Also giving a ward with the Lava Spur Boots is great. Darksteel Ingot comes down. Okay, so I've actually drawn a Danitha Benali's Hope and a Helm of the Host, which go together very nicely, so I know what I'm doing next turn. But for now I'll just play my commander. Get some more damage in. And he taps all of his colored mana, which means there's nothing stopping me from doing this. Gonna equip Helm of the Host on cast from Danitha, meaning I'll make a copy of it on combat, meaning I can take another equipment out of my hand. Oh boy. And I'll do that every combat. Unless he has answers, he's in trouble. And, yeah, he didn't feel like playing against that. Fair enough. I don't blame him. Alright, moving on to Game 4, my final game here. Playing against Hope. Okay, I've got Barrow Blade and Aster in my hand. Aster is a really good card to keep because with my commander's ability of reducing equip costs by 1 and Aster's ability of giving equipment equip 1, any equipment can be equipped for free. Going into turn 2, my opponent's playing just the Voice of Victory. I'll do a mountain and an item shop keep. Impassioned Orator. He's definitely going to be trying to gain life. Mobilize will certainly do that for him. Figure I can't kill the Voice of Victory, so I'll just block the token, but I did not foresee a combat trick. Play a land, get a Blade Griff Assistant going, and a Barrow Blade. Can equip that. Opponent plays a Plains, Life Agreed Duo, so he's going to be making a lot of life now. Hope comes down, means I'm gonna get milled here soon. He's got his Mobilize thing, he's completely tapped out, so I don't expect any combat tricks, so I can pretty confidently block the Voice of Victory there. Take 2. Ends turn, that's a hefty mill. Alright. Play a Plains, and I'll get Aster down here just so I have the combo and I can fetch my Tarian Soul Cleaver. Swing in with my Menace. Pass turn. Okay, reanimates his Voice of Victory, that's fine. Okay, he's getting a lot of tokens and a lot of life, which means I'm going to be milling a lot again, but hopefully that shouldn't be too much of an issue here soon. Wow, all plans. Okay. I'll get my commander down just for the free equip costs, and then I'll get the Soul Cleaver onto my Blade Graph. Swing him in. It's first strike, Menace, Vigilance, and might as well take out the Life Creed duo. Puts a counter on my Blade Graph, making it a bit more effective. He doesn't block, he takes the 4. Makes sense, he's gained a lot of life. Pass the turn. Jill comes down. He returns the Blade Graph to my hand. And passes his turn. Okay. Surprised he's not swinging. Play planes. Get the Blade Graph to come back. And I'll actually do the Mithril Coat here and put that on Aster. And everything else equips for free right now, so might as well just load this guy up and swing with him. He takes the 5. Pass turn. Okay, he plays a Rhystic Study and passes the turn. Okay, I'll get a Foundry Inspector down, discounting my artifacts. I'll pay the 1. And I'll swing him with Aster again. He takes the damage. I pass my turn. And he just passes his turn right back. Okay. Well, this is a great artifact. This actually makes my equipped creature have base power toughness equal to my life total. So that's pretty good for Aster right now. So I'll swing him back in. He's definitely going to have to block it now. And anything that he blocks with is going to lose all abilities until end of turn, which is pretty handy. Fetches a shock land here, shocks it in, and then does nothing, which was interesting. Put Mabel down, who will get me a equipment token that gives trample. And I'm actually going to equip this onto my Blade Graph, as well as every other piece of equipment I have right now. Because the Menace is going to make it slightly harder to deal with. And might as well just move to combat. I'm going to swing with Blade Graph, and I make a bit of a blunder here and actually swing with Aster as well, because I didn't foresee him making everything indestructible until end of turn. Whoops. Okay. Gonna gain a bit of life here from the token generation, and let's see. My damage spell is no longer going to be worth much, but he's going to block my Blade Graph with a lot of things here. They all have indestructible until end of turn, but my Barrow Blade is actually going to remove indestructible from all of them. Damage off first strike, trample, nice. That puts a bunch of counters on my Blade Graph. And unfortunately, Aster is not going to make it through this, but I don't really think I need him to. He's kind of done everything. And I'll pass the turn, let's see what he does. Plays a land. And he passes his turn right back. Okay. Well, I might as well just move to combat, swing with the Blade Graph, and he scoops. GG. Alright, that was my first speed brawl That's what I call this. I actually got this idea from a little game mode I do with my buddy on Arena. Is we do something pretty much identical to this. Is we pick out random cards and make a deck in 15 minutes. So, yeah, if you want to see another one, let me know. That's it.